Welcome to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is July the 9th, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys didn't know, 2K24 had another patch happen. They changed some things up, and they put some of my faction in. Ladies and gentlemen, there's some things I guess some people are happy about with the tag team AI as a AI, they actually could do things. I see the little problems of it before the patch as well, and some reason my partners like to hit me a lot. But I understand what they're talking about. And ladies and gentlemen, they have more My Faction stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like now on My Faction store, like you can buy the one by one cards. Now the Persona cards of Becky Lynch and Chad Gable is on there, so you don't have to get the Singlet Supreme pack and keep doing that and hoping that you get the cards. But now you could get it from the My Faction card store. But you had to win. You had to win points. You got a BC and you got an MFP. I'm not paying money for the BC. I'm going to earn it and get what I need. Mostly I care about, I do want both of them because it helps my divisions in both of my shows, because I got an FCW show that Chad Gable could go in, and I got an old school. I already got a Becky Lynch in my FCW, but I need one in my Divas division as well. But they changed, they put some things, those are the only Persona cards that will be in that pack, that store. Maybe in the future they will do it again if nobody actually could get these guys, because I think a lot of people are having problems of getting these characters, because I know I bought like 5 or 6 or how many I bought of these packs of the Singlet Supreme, how many times I got them. I only got the same person. I got Damon Kemp. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Damon Kemp, he's no longer in WWE anymore. Damon Kemp just announced that he is no longer part of the WWE. I did not know he's the brother of Gable Stevenson. So I don't know if something happened with him and Gable Stevenson did something. I have no idea. I don't know. There's no updates of why is he gone from the WWE. But he's not there. So that sucks. That means we won't see him. That means we won't see him at TNA with Charlie Dempsey, when Charlie Dempsey has his TNA match. But we might see Lincoln Heights and Mike Osborne, and we still could see the Rascals come to NXT. So it's not like, but it's 3-on-3. But there's still a numbers game to start up the rivalry. So yeah, that's interesting to see, interesting to hear about. And ladies and gentlemen, we got Monday Night Raw. We had an interesting Monday Night Raw. We got a new faction just came around, and we got a return as well. And it looks like we're getting closer and closer to the match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Because, ladies and gentlemen, to start on Monday Night Raw, we got CM Punk coming out. He talking about his fine and all this stuff. He says, I will deal with the consequences. He paid the fine. $25,000, I think he said. He paid the fine, and ladies and gentlemen, but he's not happy that Drew McIntyre is suspended. He understands why he's suspended, because what he did in the post show of Money in the Bank. But he says, if I want to get my hands on Drew McIntyre, he needs to be off suspension. So he called out Adam Pearce, but Adam Pearce didn't show up. It was Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is pissed because Seth Rollins lost his chance at the world title because of CM Punk. You got into Seth Rollins' business. CM Punk doesn't think that, but he talked about the personal of his business is because of that bracelet, and he says, you know how it feels fighting for your family, You have a daughter. You have a wife, and he is doing the same thing that he has. He wants that bracelet black because it has his wife and his dog on it and all that stuff. But Seth Rollins gave him a warning, and he says that now I can't go for the World Heavyweight title. Now I could beat up CM Punk, but he says I could do a cheap shot right now, but you're fragile right now. Your body's fragile. So he's going to wait until he's ready, and he says he's going to break his arm again and put him on the shelf again. So, and then Seth Rollins walks away. Seth Rollins gave the respect to Damian Priest. They had a talk backstage, but Damian Priest says, how about we screw the deal that we made? Because remember what Seth Rollins says. You did your part of the deal. You didn't have the Judgment Day come out at Money in the Bank to help you. And he says, I want to do my part of the deal and not go for that World Heavyweight Championship while you're champion. So Damian Priest says, how about we screw that? Who cares about that deal? And he says, when I'm done with Gunther on SummerSlam, how about me and you go one more time? And Seth Rollins could choose any time he wants. Ladies and gentlemen, we did see the Y6. Very interesting. This time, Pat McAfee was there. So, ladies and gentlemen, first match of the evening, we got Jey Uso versus Chad Gable. And, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Gable was about to win the match, but the lights was going down because of the Y6 and how they do it. And then Jey Uso gets the win with the spear, and then Jey Uso said yeet, and he runs away because he doesn't want to be part of it. And then the lights went out, and then the smoke was pouring out into the ring, and Chad Gable was in the ring, doesn't know what's happening, and then here comes Nikki Cross, popping out outside the ring once again, and Chad Gable said, nope, I'm running away. And he fell over backwards, rolling away to the backstage. But Nikki Cross turned around, and she had a package in her hand again, but this time she wasn't looking at Michael Cole. She gave the package to Pat McAfee. And inside that package was another VHS. And on that VHS was Bo Dallas telling us why is he the Y6 and why did he choose those guys and all that stuff. They showed Joe Gacy and his face. They showed Eric Rowan. They showed Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis did not look like Dexter Lumis. But they showed Nikki Cross in her mask, but didn't show her face. But all that stuff. And then Chad Gable, after the whole video, Chad Gable went to Adam Pearce, and he's telling him, you need to fix this. You saw that video. They're attacking me. They're targeting me. He doesn't know why. Adam Pearce thinks he knows why. But Adam Cole says, fine, I will handle it by myself like I always do. And he said he wants some vacation time as well. Adam Pearce opened his door, and Bo Dallas was in his office waiting for Adam Pearce. What is happening? Ladies and gentlemen, next match we got Bronson Reed versus Pete Dunne, and we heard that Tyler Bates is injured from NXT, his tag team match that he had last week. He got injured, so Pete Dunne has to do this match all by himself. Sheamus and Bronson Reed had a talk in the backstage, so Sheamus is not really happy with Bronson Reed because Bronson Reed is not happy that people are celebrating the 15 years of Sheamus when it should be all about the young blood, mostly about Bronson Reed. But it was a pretty okay match. It was pretty decent, but the winner of that match was Bronson Reed beating Pete Dunne. He won. He defeated Pete Dunne. But Bronson Reed was about to do another tsunami until Sheamus came out. There was a double team between Pete Dunne and Sheamus. Sheamus was trying to hug Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne shoved Sheamus away because remember, Sheamus is the one that walked away from the Brawling Brutes. So that happened. Ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn came out. He talked about Braun Breaker, how he won, how he beat Braun Breaker. He says Braun came out with no respect in Toronto. and that's why he lost. And then Braun Breaker came out, huffing and puffing, and it looks scary. But Sami said, you going to say something, or you're just going to stare at me? You're going to do something? And then he just smashes that microphone in the chest of Braun Breaker, and Braun Breaker said a whole bunch of words. He says, I don't deserve a rematch because you beat me already. I don't deserve it, blah, blah, blah. And then Braun Breaker spears Sami Zayn out of his shoe. Sami Zayn lost his shoe. And then, ladies and gentlemen, and then the referees and the producers trying to stop Braun Breaker, stop attacking Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was outside the ring, and you know what Braun Breaker does? He runs around the ring and does a spear onto Sami Zayn outside the ring. Sami tried to move out of the way, but he still got tackled down. And then when Braun Breaker was going up the stage, there's Dragunov. He wants to beat up Braun Breaker, but the referees and the producers won't let Dragunov do that. And looks like Braun Breaker is not scared, and Dragunov went down and checked on Sami Zayn. He wants a match with Braun Breaker while they were in the trainer's office, and Dragunov told Adam Pearce, I want a match with Braun Breaker, and of course he made official Adam Pearce. We got the CM Punk thing. Adam Pearce says, if you want your match, I had to talk to Drew McIntyre. So he's going to have a meeting with Drew McIntyre, but he told CM Punk, you can't be here. You can't be at Raw next week. You had to stay home. And he says, if you don't stay home and you interrupt, your match or whatever you're having with Drew McIntyre is canceled. So CM Punk says, I will leave tonight and I won't be here on Raw next week. Drew McIntyre and Adam Pearce will have their meeting. Will his suspension be lifted? And we see CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Will Seth Rollins still have a problem? Will Seth Rollins have a problem with Drew McIntyre because he cashed in as well? Remember, Drew McIntyre kind of ruined Seth Rollins' chances of winning the World Heavyweight Championship as well. Not just CM Punk. Because now Seth Rollins has to worry about two people. So he should get mad about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, not just CM Punk. Then we had Judgment Day and Carlito, because Carlito's not part of the Judgment Day. He's trying to get in there, versus the Awesome Truth and Braun Strowman. And ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was the Judgment Day, because the Braun Strowman chased JD out of the arena, and R-Truth was celebrating too much what he did with Braun Strowman, because he did the running train thing as well, shoulder tackles and all that stuff. And then R-Truth was just celebrating. He got in the ring and he's celebrating until Finn Balor did that drop kick into the corner and did a coup de grace. Judgment Day wins the match. That's not good for R-Truth. Then we had Dragunov versus Braun Breaker. It was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. But the winner of that match was Dragunov by disqualification when Braun Breaker threw a office chair into the face of Dragunov. And for some reason, Dragunov's leg was busted open. It was bleeding a lot. So Braun Breaker was continuing to attack until Sami Zayn came out. He had taped ribs. And he was trying to help, but Braun Breaker was too much. He attacked both guys. And then we had Damage Control versus Laura Valkyria versus Team Noah Carter and Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. I know I said Kaden Carter twice. Ladies and gentlemen, it was an okay match. But I'm happy for Damage Control. They got the win, finally. They got the win, but they got attacked by Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, and Sonya Deville. And it looks like they're a faction now. They don't have a team name, but they're a faction. But while those ladies was doing their backstage, you see Chad Gable in the back talking to the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. People are still wanting to see those guys team up and be like the Team Angle, but it's not Team Angle. And then Alba Fire and Island Dawn interrupted the interview and saying that they run the women's division. Speaking of the women's division, people are talking about that Raw and SmackDown will have mid-card championships for the women's, the Intercontinental, and the United States. I understand people are upset about it because they're using the same title designs or the same names as the men's, like they're doing with the NXT Women's North American and the men's North American title. But I would be more happy that we get these mid-card titles. I don't care what their names are or what they're doing. I need more. We need more championships for the women's because there's not a lot of tag teams, and not every woman is a top contender for the World Championship, the Women's World Title, or the WWE Women's Championship. They need something, just like the men's has the same thing. Not every single wrestler is a top World Heavyweight Championship contender or the undisputed WWE Championship contender. That's why they have the Intercontinental. That's why they have the United States. They need something for the women's as well. I could give you a name right now, Zelina Vega. She could be in the women's world title, but she needs to win more championships. She won the women's tag team titles, but that's it. That's it that she could win. Even when she goes on SmackDown, she can't win anything else. She needs to win championships. She needs a good reign as a champion to actually get a shot of the Women's World Championship. It's like she had a Women's World Championship, but we all know she won't win it. Our main event, it was a mixed tag team match. It was interesting. We have a mixed tag team match as our main events. Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan versus Rey and Zelina Vega. It was a pretty decent match for these guys. Dominic trying to rip Rey Mysterio's mask. They were working good as a team. But at the end, Liv Morgan distracted the referee by sliding a chair in the ring, and Rey Mysterio was about to do something off the turnbuckle until Liv Morgan pulled down Rey Mysterio and landed on his crown jewels on the ropes, and then he fell, and there's a frog splash from Dominic Mysterio. The winner of that match was Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan. Dominic and Liv Morgan was celebrating, and they fell on the ground, and they were about to kiss until Mommy made her return. Damian Priest knew that this was going to happen, but didn't want to tell the rest of the group, and didn't want to tell Dominic or Liv. So Lady Jo and Rhea Ripley came out. Liv Morgan ran away like a little baby. She ran away, and Rhea Ripley got in the ring and face to face with Dominic Mysterio. She's not happy. She just got married to, what's his face? Mr. Buddy Matthews. So that's very cool for them. Congrats to Rhea Ripley, and now she has to deal with Dominic Mysterio. I don't know if she's 100%. I don't know that, is she 100% now? That's why she made a return. She's 100%. She's not injured anymore. They needed her back. And it looks like we might get Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for that Women's World Championship. And maybe Dominic looks like he might have some feelings for Liv Morgan. He could betrayed Rhea Ripley and join Liv Morgan. And maybe Liv Morgan will just break up the Judgment Day, because that's what she wants to do. Maybe he will say, "Oh, I'm out of the Judgment Day, so now we could be together." And Morgan says, I just used you. I got what I wanted. I got the championship, and I got rid of the Judgment Day. Because remember what Liv Morgan's whole quest is to take everything away from Rhea Ripley. And if she almost got Dominic, they are about to kiss. Dominic was about to kiss Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan didn't have to do anything this time. They were about to make out. She was about to do it, but if Dominic breaks it off with the Judgment Day to join Liv Morgan, breaks the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan got what she wanted. We don't know what's going to happen, but we got NXT next week, and Joe Hendry just popped up on our TV screens. Everybody's going nuts about it, and there's some rumors that NXT will use Joe Hendry. in the next coming weeks and months. That's what I heard. There's somebody on the YouTube that he does better updates than I do, but that's what he said. He said he found some reports. So yeah, that's pretty cool, and I want to see Joe Hendry in there and actually get an opportunity to something good. Let's see what Wesley has to say. He's going to address his future. Because he has the same problem as Seth Rollins. He can't go for the North American title anymore. What is he going to do? Seth Rollins can't go for the World Heavyweight Championship anymore. He knows what he's going to do. He wants to beat up CM Punk. But what is Wesley going to do? That's the problem. What is Wesley going to do? Will he join TNA? Do the crossover? Will he help Rascals? We have no idea. But ladies and gentlemen, we will find out on NXT, and we will see our new NXT champion, All Ego, Ethan Page. That's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And ladies and gentlemen, I did buy something. It will be coming in for a couple of weeks. Not a couple of weeks. It's supposed to be next week. Yeah, I guess it's a couple of weeks because it's 2 weeks away. Because it's supposed to come around the 18th or on the 18th, something like that. So yeah, I will try to do an unboxing if I could. I will show you guys what it is when I unbox it. Because if it does come on 18th, that's on a Thursday. I don't really normally do a video on Thursdays because I don't watch TNA live. Because I can't watch it live. I don't know what channel the Fight Network is on, so I don't watch that live. But if it comes around the 18th, before the 18th, I could do it because I do videos on Monday, I do on Tuesday, Wednesday, and before the 18th. So let's see what happens. If you guys enjoyed this video, it looks like my eye is getting a little better. It's still a little itchy, but I can't really do anything about that. It looks like it stopped being red. It looks like it's red, but I think that's just the camera. But that's all for me today. You know what to do. The like button, the comment below, and the subscribe and the notification bell. See you guys tomorrow. Bye!